You might find it hard to believe, but this bent, hunched over, and cracked hydraulic rod from an excavator was severely deformed and couldn't function properly. Usually, it would have been scrapped and replaced with a new one. However, most excavators in the area are imported, and getting new parts quickly was impossible. The drivers, who earn hundreds of thousands per minute, couldn't wait. So they came to this repair shop, hoping for a miracle. Upon inspection, it was discovered that the hydraulic cylinder's end cap was also deformed and cracked, making it extremely difficult to remove the bolts. This highlighted the severity of the hydraulic rod's deformation. The repair plan could only be determined after the hydraulic rod was removed. After the bolts were painstakingly removed, a more significant challenge emerged: extracting the hydraulic rod from the cylinder tube. Initially, the technician thought it would be easy, but after two people struggled to pull it out, they realized it was a considerable challenge. Their experience suggested that manual force alone wouldn't work, so they used a motor to pull. Despite the motor's assistance, the rod didn't budge. Left with no other options, the technician resorted to a more straightforward yet effective method. They transported the hydraulic rod to the driver's worksite and called in an excavator for help. They fixed one end to the excavator's wheel and connected the other to the bucket for pulling. Indeed, with the sheer force of the excavator, the hydraulic rod was quickly and easily removed, ready for straightening and restoration. It must first be heated to a high temperature to prevent the rod from breaking due to high stress during straightening. This softened the material and relieved internal stress, making the subsequent operations easier. Once heated, the technician quickly moved the hydraulic rod to the workbench. While still hot, they used a press to straighten the bent part. This task required great skill and experience, ensuring the press's angle, position, and depth were accurate and accounting for the material's rebound to restore the rod to a straight shape. The technician placed iron blocks on the mold to counteract the rebound, leaving space below the rod. With their skillful operations and seamless teamwork, the rod gradually straightened. However, they had to use custom tools to detect minor deviations and make further adjustments until the rod was perfectly straight. After meticulous adjustments, the hydraulic rod was mainly restored, but the final step was electroplating its surface. Before electroplating, the surface must be polished with a buffing wheel to remove small particles from the shaping process and check for visible damage. This polishing ensured a smooth, clean surface for electroplating, enhancing the rod's hardness and wear resistance and making it look more aesthetically pleasing. The technician's skillful handling completed the electroplating and polished the surface again. The hydraulic rod repair was now complete, and it could be reinstalled. The driver was delighted with the result, impressed by the technician's superb craftsmanship and creative approach. How would you rate this repair method?